The first thing we need to do in order to create our custom app is we have to register the service that we want to use. I'm here in the OData Provisioning Administration page, and we need to register our service by doing exactly like we did in video 1. We're going to select Register, with the ES4 is the destination we want to use, and then I'm going to search for Gateway Demo. That's the service that I want to register. Select the row and choose Register. This service, Gateway Demo, is based on SAP EPM, and it's a test application that serves as a proxy for SAP's Real Business Suite applications. It's based on real-world business logic and scenarios and is a good service to use for testing out custom Fiori apps. So, like before, we can open up the service document to see the OData service and all the collections that it contains. So this can give you an idea of what you can do when you create your own custom app. At this point, we have our service registered. So next we need to return to the HCP cockpit where we can access our Web IDE tool so that we can start our customizations. In the previous video, we added the necessary properties to access the ES4 HCP ODP service in Web IDE. But to be sure, let's just go to Destinations. And this ES4 ODP is the service that I'm going to use. And you can see right here that we're set up for Web IDE. So with that said, let's go to Services. And here in the Dev and Ops section, you see the SAP Web IDE tool is enabled. This tool also comes as part of your subscription to Fiori Cloud Edition, your productive license. This tool comes as part of your productive license for SAP Fiori Cloud Edition and should be already enabled for you. Some of you might be familiar with accessing the Web IDE tool through subscriptions, and while you can access it from there today, that's actually planned to change in the future, and we're going to have services as the only place that you can access it. So you might as well get in the habit of coming here for the tool now. So let's select that, and then we can open SAP Web IDE. I don't need to do any other configurations for it. And always there's tips and tricks that pop up, so I encourage you all to check that out, but for now I'm just going to close it. So we're going to create a custom app from a template by choosing File, New, Project from Template. I want to use a Fiori Master Detail application, which is featured right now. If it wasn't, you'd be able to find it in SAP Fiori application category. Choose Next, give it a name. I'm just going to call this Sample App. And then the source is a service URL. We need to find our ES4_ODP system and then paste the URL, which we have open here from when we checked out the service document. So I can just paste that into here and then see all of my collections listed. Choose Next. And now we're going to fill out our template by first giving it a title of Sample App. The namespace is IWBEP. Is case sensitive. And then the object collection, I'm going to use product collection. ID, I'm going to do product key. Do product category, unit price, weight measure. And down here in the line item collection, I'm going to choose product types and product type code, and then product type text. And then in the line item unit of measure, I'm also going to do product type text. Finish. And it's always good practice when you're creating a custom app or really any app in a Web IDE to test it before you go deploying it anywhere. So I'm going to run my app in a Fiori Launchpad sandbox. I have it selected here. I'm just going to choose this run button. And this will give me the opportunity to see what it looks like before deploying it. All right, and here is my app that we just created. So this looks good. I can close out of this, come back here, and next we want to deploy it to our HANA Cloud Platform account. To do so, you just right click and choose Deploy, Deploy to SAP HANA Cloud Platform. It's going to ask you to re-authenticate. We'll log in. And this will start a wizard for me. So you can see I want to deploy a new application. I'm going to keep all the defaults here. You could change stuff if you wanted. You could give it a different version. You could make it so it's not activated. But I want to keep all these defaults. I'm just going to choose deploy. And in my successfully deployed pop-up, I'm going to select to register it to the Fiori Launchpad. And again, I'm going to keep all the defaults right here. Choose next. We'll give this a name. We'll call it sample app. Subtitle, I'll name it HCP ODP. And then we can choose any icon we want. Select next. The site, if you remember from video 1, I had a number of Fiori Launchpad sites I was working with. I want to see this next to the My Inbox app. So I'm going to keep it on this Fiori Cloud Edition site. Catalog I don't really care about, but group, I'm going to put it in the cross group so that it's right next to the My Inbox app. Choose next and then finish. And I can see that my app has been successfully registered. I'm going to choose OK here, and I already have my Launchpad open. So let me just give it a quick refresh. And now you can see here are both of our apps using HCP ODP. My Fiori Cloud Edition app out of the box that I switched the backend data from, and then the sample app that we just created in this video.